G'day, my name's Dan Allen and I am one of the co-founders of both TradeMutt and TIACS. TradeMutt came about initially after losing one of my best mates to suicide in 2015.
G'day everyone, my name's Kurt. I'm one of the counsellors who works for TIACS. So I've reached this point and I'm doing this work as a counsellor because I've gone through my own things in the past. I did that typical male thing of holding everything in, not talking about what was going on for me, not talking about what I was feeling, and there's only so long that we can kind of hold everything in before those cracks start to show. The reality is most people reaching out to TIACS aren't experiencing complex mental health concerns. They're experiencing the ebbs and flows of life that we all go through. A common cycle, or a very kind of common cycle that I see among clients is that, you know, maybe they're kind of having some struggles at work, they're taking that stress home, they're not sure how to manage that stress, and there's conflict within their relationships. As a result, they're struggling to sleep, they're getting up, they're fatigued, they're going back to work, and it's all starting again. These are the cycles that we can kind of find ourselves in life. You know, nothing happens in isolation. So obviously with today being Are You OK Day, you know, it's an important day to step back, reflect and ensure that we're kind of, you know, checking in with ourselves and those around us. But ultimately it's important to keep in mind that we should be going, are you okay any day? A common question that we get is how to navigate conversations about mental health. And certainly we understand it can be a daunting conversation, but I think there are a few little tips that I've got that I think put people in a better position to navigate these kinds of conversations. First off, it's expectation management. If you're lining yourself up to fix this person, cheer them up, or give them the answers, you're essentially setting yourself up for disaster. Now, certainly environment is a really significant contributor of whether or not someone will feel, you know, comfortable having that conversation. Naturally, you wouldn't be starting a conversation with someone in a group scenario. Maybe take them out for coffee or maybe just go for a walk during lunch, whatever it may be. Environment is going to have a really profound impact on whether or not someone sort of feels comfortable to have the conversation. Now, I think for a lot of people, the hardest thing is actually getting the conversation started. Well, use a reference point that you're aware of. So if you know that someone, you know, has a sick loved one, just say, hey mate, like I know your dad's not well at the moment. Like, how's he going? Like, how are you feeling about it? The conversation starts from there. Just keep those questions nice and open and give that person the opportunity to talk as much as they want. So while there's no expectation for you to be someone's counsellor, myself or the other counsellors at TIACS would be more than happy to provide support, professional support, to whoever you're concerned about or thinking needs that support. More specifically, at TIACS, we're a professional mental health counselling service for tradies, truckies, farmers and all blue-collar workers. So we're a phone and text counselling service that's free, confidential and ongoing. I know this is a serious subject and maybe not one that you're used to having every Thursday or on any Thursday, but undoubtedly it's an important one, and I really appreciate your attention. Like I said, please reach out if you're going through anything.